We're back with Scott Armstrong, big brother to the Road Dog, and it's time to get into your transition from wrestler to referee. How did it all happen? You kind of were talking about it before the break, so let's elaborate a little bit more.
Yeah. So look, after I made that phone call to John Laurinaitis, per Umaga, Eki, I made that phone call and he said, we want to bring you in for a tryout. And I said, oh man, I'd met Johnny 1991, on a long Japan tour. And so can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Your gimmicks just tapped. But so I'd known Johnny for a long time. And, so that was 91 and we were in Japan, but so 2006. And he said, yeah, bring you in for a tryout as a ref. And I said, yeah, I just need to know I got a job because I'm quitting a job. And he said, okay, well, come on. And, I didn't know at that time they could just
okay, then
right.
You're hired.
So, but I came in and, I did the, ECW 2.0 or ECW Light or whatever the WWE version.
WECW.
Yes.
Yes.
And so I did that for about 6 months. And then, and the day everything changed, there was at that time we were branded referees. So there may be 7 matches on the card, but there would be, 3 Raw matches and 3 SmackDown matches and 1 ECW match. And it'd be like the third match of the night or second match of the night. And so, so I just would fly to the town, do 1 match, and I was done. And so one of these SmackDown referees didn't make it. And so they said, hey, Scott, can you ref the girls? Well, it was Natalia against Victoria. Lisa, you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yep.
And so I said, okay. And so I didn't realize that they were, kind of rookies. And so we get into the match and they were just, they were just in a hold. And Natty was, I don't know, just green. And I just looked at her, pointed at her and I said, look at me. I said, shake your finger just like this and point at me. And, the fans don't know what I'm doing. They just, the referee and they're doing that. And she started doing it and the people started getting louder. And I looked at her and I said, do you hear that?
It's funny how that works.
And I said, let's go to work. And they started coming up and I looked at Victoria because it was like they didn't have anything to go into. And I said, what if I just walk around in front of you and you pull her tights back down? And she literally went, okay. And I walked around, she pulled her tights down, the people, boo, boo. I just looked at them and I said, hey, Natty, let's do the finger thing one more time. She started doing it, started coming up. So literally we get to TV and one of the refs goes, hey, Laurinaitis wants to see you in his office. Well, I'm already thinking, man, I just quit that job and now he's going to
immediately.
In my mind, I was already doomed and I walked in his office and there sat Victoria and Natty. And I said, hey, ladies. And he said, the girls said that you were the referee and that you helped them out a lot. And I just said, oh, yeah, we had fun. I didn't know exactly what they were talking about. I knew done a couple of things in the match, and they said, and he said, okay, thank you, ladies. I appreciate it. Scott, stay here with me. Man, he doubled my money and made me a SmackDown referee right there.
Wow.
And I started into the whole referee gimmick and, very fortunate to be able to do some, Mania main event stuff with Triple H and just, I literally, when people ask me, hey man, I think of Umaga and Natty and Victoria without, look, I'm a believer. And so I believe God puts people in your path that he wants in your path. And I can't, when I think of Umaga and I'm sorry to get all real again, but Umaga and those 2 girls, holy mackerel, man. I tell people that those 2 girls changed my wife was already saying, hey, so I think you're making about as much money at the furniture store as you are refereeing with ECW. And I said, no, look, furniture store's okay, but I love wrestling.
Yeah.
I didn't care if it didn't pay anything. I would have done it. I mean, I love it. I still do. And so, although now I'm not going to do it for that. And so anyway, I owe those girls. Every time I see them, I always tell them, thank you so much for everything.
I was with Victoria, Scotty, in Liverpool, and she's talked all about you and said, "Oh, please tell him hello." And so, so it was very cool.
Changed,
Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
changed my family's, my kids and everything. Changed our life.
Yeah.
Really did.
Wonderful moments.